Hey guys, spiritual formation is kind of a broad topic. Actually, it's so broad that Dallas Willard even says that everyone experiences spiritual formation. It's just whether it's good or bad. I actually want to narrow it down to kind of Christian spiritual formation. Um, Keith Jury found the most accurate definition in my eyes. He says spiritual formation is the work of God in His people to make them more like Christ. And that's exactly who we're trying to become, and that's what spiritual formation is all about. It's about being made into the form of Christ. Um, if you want to know exactly what spiritual formation does to a person, look at the qualities or the attributes or the characteristics of Christ, and they should become more and more like those things. There's also kind of a debate on whether God or the person, the individual, who does the most work in spiritual formation. I actually take the view that God does the spiritual formation within a person. God's the one that makes them more like Christ. Um, it's just through the person being open and obedient to God that actually takes place. The form of grace that God kind of departs on a person. Um, it's I don't think it's really possible to fully reach um, spiritual formation to be exactly like Christ in this life. We won't get there until glorification, when Christ returns and we're in His presence, and our bodies are completely glorified and our minds are directly in tune with Him. And it's not really possible until we reach heaven. But I think in this life we can kind of have little building blocks, or reach that Christ likeness to a certain extent, perhaps through maybe studying Scripture, reading the Bible, or Christian service, or stewardship. We can become more like Christ in maybe kind of smaller ways, but we really won't reach that Christ likeness until we get to heaven.